Hi, I'm Ashlita Loda, and this is my I Am Culture project. The cultural hearth of gymnastics originated from the ancient Greeks. Gymnastics was developed by the Greeks in the 1800s and was held in the 1896 Summer Olympics in Athens. Competitive gymnastics originated in Germany, and the father of gymnastics, Friedrich John, started creating equipment. Gymnastics slowly started to have a relocation diffusing from Germany to other places in Europe and throughout the entire Germany. When gymnastics started to become a sport, it was a folk culture because it was only known by a few groups in Germany. Although it kept becoming a part in the Olympics, so more and more people would come to know about it. It slowly proceeded towards a popular culture existing in large areas. Nowadays, gymnastics is watched by so many people, whether it's a small competition to the biggest, which is the Olympics. Gymnastics is globalized through all of the world, although gymnastics is heavily globalized in Europe and more specifically Asia. The core of gymnastics is primarily in Europe. It then spreads out to surrounding countries such as Iran and India, creating the domain for gymnastics. Finally, gymnastics extends out to farther parts of the sphere, in other words, the entire world. Gymnastics represents my culture in so many ways. I started at a very young age, and now it's become a habit to do gymnastics every day. In the 2016 Summer Olympics, the gymnastics team was filled with different races, religion, and cultures. This sport doesn't judge the person you are, it only judges the skills. My culture gives me the opportunity to do what I want and live the way I want to. I believe that one day gymnastics will represent my culture. The other object that represents my culture is Bollywood movies. Bollywood was created by using the former Mumbai's name Bombay and combining it with Hollywood. You may ask why they used the place Bombay, and that's because the cultural hearth of these Bollywood movies originated in Bombay. In addition to that, Bombay was the center of India's Hindi cinema industry. Bollywood movies went through expansion diffusion, but in the process of contagious diffusion. The Bollywood movies diffused and spread from one place to another through people and media. Bollywood movies have evolved over time a lot. When films were first being produced, only few people would be aware of it, making it a folk culture. Time went by, and now there's so many movies being produced and numerous people watching them from all over the world, changing it to popular culture. Bollywood films are globalized throughout the entire world, but are heavily globalized in India. This leads to the core essentially being in India. The domain occurs in locations such as Indonesia and Saudi Arabia. Lastly, it spreads to further parts of the sphere, which is everywhere, but mainly towards the US. Bollywood movies defines a huge part of my Hindu culture. Indian movies reminds me of how lucky I am to understand another culture and another language. In my opinion, I prefer Bollywood over Hollywood. So what's your culture?